Hi, my name is Kylie Blacksell and I'm from Human Happiness, and welcome to your new moon in Taurus on the 15th of May yoga class. If this is your first time, then a very big welcome to you. We're just starting with a bit of a shake. We're activating the body for the first 10 minutes just to get your body ready for the yoga and prepare your spine for the yoga. And then just bring your hands also up. You can just keep them here if you have any blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues, or you can go a little bit higher if you don't have any concerns about that. And around to the side. So this class happens around about every 2 weeks. I line it up with the moon, so for every new moon and full moon you'll get yourself another yoga class to do. And I definitely recommend that you do it more than once. You do it a couple of times over that fortnight. So just bring the legs a little further apart. I'm just going to go down into a gentle circle. If you have blood pressure, heart condition, any vertigo or dizziness, keep your head above your waist at all times. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to come down a little bit lower there. Enjoy that lovely stretch and shaking it out. And for each class, I take you through what's happening on the planet astrologically and numerologically. And then I present a yoga class that actually allows us to navigate that energy a little bit more easily. If there's something really intense happening, I'll give you some yoga that actually helps to calm all that down and helps you to work through it a bit easier. Let's go through the other way. If there's something that we really need to push, something that we can harness, a wave that we can ride, I'll encourage you to do certain yoga to help you to harness that energy as much as possible. So being a new moon in Taurus, you might think, oh, well, that sounds nice. Taurus is, if you know much about astrology, Taurus is the most earthly or grounded of all of the earth signs. So you would think, oh, it's nice and calm and earthly, and not much would be going on, and we can just cruise through this new moon with breeze. And if it was just the new moon on its own, without a lot of other factors going on at the same time, you would probably be correct. It is, of course, a new beginning because it's a new moon, so you can turn over a new leaf, particularly around things to do with your grounding and the earth sign. But there's a lot of other stuff going on at the same time, which is actually amplifying a lot of that Taurus energy in an unusual way. One of the main things is that Uranus is moving back into Taurus after quite some time, almost 100 years. The last time was around about the 1930s. Of course, I get all this information from Pam Gregory, and you can definitely hear more, just stretching over here, more information if you go to her YouTube videos. She also presents a video every fortnight around about the moons, which is where I get this information from. So you can definitely get more info from her. So Uranus is moving it back into Taurus now. Now Taurus, as I said, is the very stable, happy to keep things as they are, very grounded, happy to keep the status quo, and sometimes can be quite stagnant if it's taken to the extreme. So you can go for your heels back there if you can reach them, or you can just stick with tapping your knees. Just a little bit of cross patterning here, just to learn something new. But when Uranus, which is, as Pam Gregory describes as the maverick, comes into such a stable, stagnant, possibly stagnant sign, very grounded sign, it definitely shakes things up a bit. And it shakes up the staleness, and sudden radical shifts can happen, definitely. Revolutionary quantum jumps and sudden changes can be forced if you're not aware of it. And you're not prepared to, just little gentle circles here, just small hip circles, just within your limits here. If you try to resist these sudden changes, it will be forced upon you. The universe will sort of force change upon you. The other thing is that Mars is going to re-energize the Uranus-Pluto square. And it's great. It can be about originality, problem solving and creativity, but it can also Mars being quite can be, you know, the war sign. Let's do some infinity symbols here. Can be very sharp and angry words spoken. So there's a need to just sort of step back from that and think before you speak. Mars is also square. There's a square between Mars and Uranus, and it does become exact on the 15th, 16th, which is around the same time as our new moon. And this can be dynamic, assertive, driving, and innovative and eruptive energy. So let's just do some infinity symbols with our hands. So just feeling the spine here, feeling the back. Mars is also moving into Aquarius, so there's a lot of Mars energy here. So you can see the Uranus energy and the Mars energy is really going to shake things up. You can do these infinity symbols down to the floor if you like, just watching for that blood pressure, heart condition, or vertigo, anything like that. Any concerns about putting your head below your waist. And you can go up above the head as well. Yeah, so Mars moving into Aquarius, unusual change in activity can be happening. And yeah, so big stuff. So what we're going to focus on in this yoga class, just finishing that off just around the heart area. I'll just do some scooping here. There's a real need to be more flexible because the Taurus, as I said, can be quite stagnant and want things to stay as is. But the universe is not going to really let you leave things as is. And Pam Gregory does give you a bit more insight into that, and you can learn what part of your chart is going to be influenced by this movement, particularly the Uranus going into Taurus, and you can have a look at what part of your life that's going to be most influenced in. But there'll be some part of your life, whether it's your relationships, work, money, health, etc., that will be significantly influenced by this, and a real need to make changes and to be flexible. Bring the hands down, just past the eyes. Feel the spine, feel the shoulders just opening up here. Definitely time to remove stagnation and be well grounded. A big thing today is to ground you and to bring you back to the earth, to really use that Taurus energy, that beautiful Taurus energy, and be centered and aware of the changes that need to be made and be able to act on those changes. But it's more just that calmness and that stillness that we're going to be working on. And just bring the hands out to the front, palms facing away from each other, opening up the shoulders, and then breathing in, opening up the chest. If you do have a hernia or any thyroid issues, just be very gentle as you do your back bend here. Just a nice soft one. Be open to change and to letting go. Be calm and at peace despite the dynamic, assertive, eruptive energy that might be going on around you. So depending on what your chart looks like and the chart of those around you, your nearest and dearest, this could be quite an eruptive time over the next week or so. And just one more, breathing in and out. Lovely. And then just step the right foot. I'm going to mirror you, so that's your right foot out to the front, hands up, and then bring the foot and the hands down, and then move your foot to the back. So I'm just moving the right foot here. So the right foot goes out the front and then back, and right foot to the back. Lovely. Yeah, so if you do have any concerns about your about participating in a yoga class, any health concerns, physical, mental or emotional, please do consult your health professional before you engage in the full class. Yeah, I do obviously give modifications to any health concerns that might come up as we go through the class, but it is recommended. Come back to the middle, let's switch legs, that you do consult someone if you have any concerns. So just really enjoying this stretch, this warming up the body. Activation usually goes for about 10 minutes, and then we head into the yoga for about 40 odd minutes. And then we do a beautiful deep relaxation, so you can look forward to that. Coming back into the middle. Now, if you have osteoporosis, hip issues, hip surgery recently, knee issues, ankle issues, you'll need to keep your feet on the floor here and just shake the leg around. You can, if you don't have those concerns but you have issues with balancing, you can grab a chair or a wall here. Otherwise, just bring that foot up, Give it a good shake. Shake it out. Whatever you've brought with you in your legs, they do hold on to a lot of energy. So circles with your ankle, and then around the other way. And then shake out the side. Let's move my foot a bit. Shake out the back, and a little bit of a swing. And same leg up and around. And again, obviously watching if you do have hip issues, you would keep your feet on the floor here. Just a little bit of a shake. Let's switch to the other side. Again, you can grab onto a wall if you need to. Shake the leg out the front. And circles with the ankle and around the other way. Out to the side and the back. A bit of a swing. Up and around and back. Okay, so we're about to walk into the yoga. Just check that you do have a water bottle near you. You may need a chair if you have difficulty standing up, and that's the main props. We will be needing a few blankets later as well, but I'll talk about that when we get to it. Okay, so just sipping your water. Actually, we do need to do a couple of body preps. I do apologise. We're going to do the quads stretch. Now, again, if you have issues with standing on one leg, you can grab onto a wall here and just grab your ankle and stretch those quads. If you have problems with grabbing your ankle there, you can get a strap and put it around your ankle and then just lift it up like this. Okay. So stretching those quads. The trick to standing on one leg is to bend the supporting leg. So bending this knee so that you engage these larger muscles. You're not just using your stabilizing muscles to keep you up. And then just shake that one out. And then the other side. A nice stretch. This is preparing us for the dancer, the Lord of the Dance, that we'll be doing a little bit later, which is definitely going to open us up, give us space for change, and allow us to let go of anything that we're holding on to that's going to stop us from riding this incredibly assertive wave that we've got coming. Okay, and then just down into a runner. You can do this on a chair, so if you have issues with sitting on the floor, definitely put yourself in a chair and just put half of your bottom on the chair and the other half off, and just put the leg out to the back. So I'll show you from the side what that looks like. Okay, and we're just stretching in here basically. Or of course you can do it on the floor in just a basic runner. Okay, so coming down and just enjoying that stretch. And then just going to the other side. So yes, you may notice quite a bit of flux and change happening over the next few days. The day of the actual moon is a 4 universal day, and we're in a 7 universal month. So it is time to actually really tune in and possibly be quite philosophical about what's going on. Definitely learning from what's happening, and a time to sort of declutter, to really just let go of stuff. Absolutely. And we are in a 2 universal year still, of course, and we're almost halfway through it. So your the changes might be around cooperating and being present for other people, collaborating, working in harmony with other people can be a really big thing in this particular energy that we've got going on at the moment. Okay, so let's start our beautiful Earth sequence, is what we're going to do today, which is the Drew Yoga sequence. I teach Drew Yoga in these classes. So let's prepare the body first by getting us into Tadasana, which is the mountain pose. So just lifting up your left heel and just pivot around And place the left heel up against the right big toe, and then just pivot back on the ball. So that's approximately hip width apart, that you've got that measurement now that you've made between your feet there. Breathing in, tighten up the knees, and breathe out, nice soft knees. Move your awareness up to your pelvis and just push the pelvis forwards and back, and then just, sorry, it feels like the phone's going to fall out of my my back there, and then just coming back into a central area there. So your pelvis is in a neutral position here. So imagining you're holding a bowl of water in there and it's not tipping out anywhere. It's sitting nice and steady. The knees are nice and soft. Move your awareness up to your shoulders and breathing in, rolling the shoulders forwards and then to the back. Breathing in and back. Lovely. In again and back. And again and back. Let's go the other way. So breathing in to the front, into the front. Really loosening up those shoulders. You might be feeling quite a bit of pressure at the moment. And back. And then one more. Okay. And then just squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift them up. A little bit of a tilt up with your chin, and then just breathe it out. Shake it out. Breathing in again. And up. And out. Lovely. Okay, chin parallel to the floor, arms just relaxed by your side. And imagine there's a string attached to your sternum, lifting you up, and another string attached to your crown, lifting you up to the sky. You might feel like your spine's lengthening as you do this. Lovely. And now you're into Dasana, which is a master pose. We could do a standing meditation here, but we'll go... you know what? I think we might do a standing meditation. Something just said to me, we need to do this standing meditation. So let's do it. If you have any concerns about closing your eyes, just gaze very softly at the floor, but otherwise just close your eyes. Start to move to your breath. Just breathing in. Feel the chest expanding and breathing out. Breathing in again, feel that chest expand, feel the abdomen expanding, and breathing out. And then breathing in, imagine light is coming, beautiful white light's coming from above your head, through your crown, into your heart. And as you breathe out, allow that light to travel down the body, down through the feet, just a few meters below where you are in the building, a few meters below the surface of the earth. Allow it to sit there for a moment, and then breathing in, allow that breath to come back up through the earth, through your legs, up into your heart. And breathing out, allow the breath to come up past your crown, about 1/2 meter above your crown, still inside the room or wherever you are, still quite close to your body. Allow it to sit there for a few moments. Then breathing in, allow the breath to come back in through your crown into your heart. And breathing out, down your torso, down your legs, through your feet. A good 10, 15, 20 meters into the earth below. Allow it to sit there in that cool, hard, steady, grounded rock, just like the Taurus. Nice and grounded, and safe, and sturdy, and quiet. And then breathing in, allow that breath to come back up through the earth, all the way up into the heart. Breathing out, allow the breath to come up past your crown, through the roof, the ceiling if you're in a room, all the way up about 20 meters up into the sky. Just gently swaying around in the breeze. You can see all of the area that you're living in at the moment. Floating very comfortably, very free, very open. Notice the difference between this area and the area deep in the earth. That's what we're up against at the moment. The Uranus is more up there in the sky, free and changeable. The Taurus is deep down in the earth. Then breathing in, allow that breath to come back down through the roof, the ceiling, into the crown of your head, into your heart. As you breathe out, allow the breath to go down through your torso, your legs, your feet, down through the earth, all the way down to where the crust comes into contact with the mantle. Feel that heat, that dynamism, that energy, that rapid movement, that activity, that strength and power. And then breathing in, allow the breath to come back up into the heart. Breathing out, up through the crown, through the roof, the ceiling, all the way up to where the atmosphere comes into contact with outer space. You're weightless, gently floating, not a care in the world. You can see the beautiful earth below, and the stars up above. You're very much at peace. There's nothing to do, nothing to say. You just have to be. And then breathing in, allow that breath to come back through the atmosphere, through the roof, ceiling, through your crown, into your heart. And breathing out, just allow yourself to come back into this room, opening your eyes gently. And now we're going to go straight into the earth sequence. So just gently clasping your hands together. It's just a very soft clasp. And bending the knees just a little bit. And then allow the hands to come up to just underneath the chin. And then back down, bending the knees. Palms face down. And then as you raise your knees again, your hands raise up again. Keep the hands low if you're concerned about blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues. Otherwise you can go a little bit higher. And then release the hands. Bend the knees as the hands again come down. Breathing in, allow the hands to come up just underneath your chin. Breathing out, back down. Breathing in. And out. In. And out. In, lifting up. And out. In. And out. Feel yourself grounding into the earth, calming your nervous system. Big breath in as you reach up and breathing out as you come back down. Breathing in and out. Feel yourself coming into a real sense of stillness, calmness and safeness. And out. Now we're going to move into the squat. I'll show you the modified version first, and you can do that with me. So breathing in and out, just pushing the bottom out the back, but keeping yourself in a standing position. And then breathing in, reaching up and out. You can continue that if you have any concerns about squatting. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to go into the squat with me. Breathing in and breathing out, bending the knees, coming down into the squat. And then breathing in, reaching up. Feels like that phone's going to come out. And down. Breathing in and out. This time you're going deeper into the earth, reaching into the earth. Keep your sternum upright and breathing in and out. In and out. can tune into your nervous system, feeling it calming down. In and out. In and out. One more time. Big breath in and out. And in and out. Now we're going to go into the wide stance. If you haven't seen this before, just have a look first before you go into it. Your feet are a fair bit further apart, more than a shoulder width apart. You can actually come in more shallow. Definitely if you're pregnant or have glaucoma, detached retina, any ear, eye, nose issues at the moment, come in a lot more shallow for this one. Otherwise, you can come out a little bit wider. And the toes are facing forwards here. So same movement with the hands. You breathe in. When you breathe out, you push the bottom out the back. Bend the knees just a little bit. You reach down as far as feels comfortable for you. And then bend the knees almost like you're about to sit on a chair. And then just push up. And out. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. And out. See if you can keep the hands flowing, the movement flowing. Breathing in and out. In and out. Taking your time here, really calming everything down. There's a lot of chaos going on at the moment, a lot of assertiveness, radical shifts, but bring yourself back. Bring yourself back to that place of stillness and calmness. Really feel like you're growing roots down into the earth through your feet, through the base of your spine. Breathing in and out. Know that you can be very much aware and awake to what's going on around you. Know what changes you need to make through this groundedness. We'll also be practicing that in our meditation today as well. Breathe out. Breathe in, reach up. Feel the strength of this position, particularly through your feet, through your legs. Feel the strength and inspiration of this movement. Okay, now we're going to go into a movement where your right foot comes out the front and your left foot's about 45 degrees out to the side, and you're going to have your hips facing the direction of your right foot. Okay, and you'll have to just monitor the distance that you need to have between your legs here. What you would like to do is have it so that when you move forward, we're going to be sweeping forward, that this knee doesn't go beyond that ankle, so you don't want to go out here like this. So you have to have it so your knee lines up with your ankle, so your lower leg is perpendicular to the floor. So choose a position here, and have the hips facing forwards, and just do the same. You can do the movements with me. You don't need to just stop here and watch. So breathing in, lift the hands up. As you breathe out, sweep, bend that front knee to this position. Okay, then straighten up the knee, pause, and then breathe out. So breathing in, breathing out, sweeping. Breathing in, straighten up the knee, pause, and breathe out. Checking those hips are facing the direction of your toes. Breathing in and out. Breathing in, pause, and out. in, slowing it down. If you have a lot of 2 energy in your numerology chart, your full numerology chart, you'll want to race through this. You won't want to slow down. So it's a real test for a 2, particularly a 22-4, more so than any other of the numbers. Pause and out. To slow down, and they do tend to have issues with their nervous system, so it can be a nerve a minute. So it's a really good idea to do this regularly if you do have a lot of 2 energy in your chart. And down. And also the meditation we're going to do today is a good idea as well. Okay. So changing to the other leg. Okay, so we've got the left leg out the front, and just check that you can bend that leg forwards and keep the knee above the ankle, not beyond the ankle. Check you can easily get the hips to face the right direction. If you can't, just to readjust this back foot so it's easy for you to move forwards here. So breathing in and out. Bend the knee, sweeping forwards. Then breathing in, straightening up the knee and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in, straightening the knee and out. In and out. Breathing in, pause and out. In and out. In, pause, slowing it down. In again and out, big breaths. Breathing deeply here. Breathing in, see if you can breathe in through the nose and out, and feel like you're filling up your tummy, your abdomen area. And one more time. In through the nose, out, in, pause, and out. Okay, so coming back into the central position, the position that we actually started with. So just do a quick little check that you're approximately hip width apart there. Knees nice and soft, shoulders are back, chin parallel to the floor, pelvis in neutral. And then we're just going to do the first part, but quite slowly. Okay, so we're probably going to do about 5 more movements, but super slow. So we really calm down that nervous system. We really ground you. Feel the roots growing down into the earth. So bending the knees, gentle clasp, and then a deep breath in through the nose into the tummy, finishing just below the chin and breathing out slowly back down. If you need to do extra breathing here as we do the movement really slowly, please do. Don't feel like you have to hold your breath at any point. Breathing in, reaching up. Feel a real opening here. And breathing out. I'm not going to do too much talking here. We're really going to come into that, growing the roots down into the earth. Coming back to the breath. Big breath out through the mouth. Coming up. Reaching up. Really enjoying this release. Start to feel a sense of hope and joy for the future. It is a new moon. Big new changes. If there's something you really have been quite stagnant with, you have been holding on to, now is the 15th of this month of May is the perfect time, 15th or 16th of May, perfect time to let it go. And this month is a perfect time to declutter, to get rid of that stuff, because you're having a 7-month universally. You can check your own personal month, what that is. Nice and slow. Breathing in. And out. Super slow. One more time. Breathing in. And out. And just allow the palms to face the earth. Keep the knees nice and soft. You can close your eyes if you like. We're just going to do a very short little meditation again. Breathe in to anywhere in your body or your mind where there's still anxiety, tension, stress, pain. And transform that anxiety, tension, stress or pain into red light. Breathe out. Breathe it out through your hands into roots, down into the earth, through your feet, down into roots, growing into the earth. And then breathe in beautiful, bright, white, healing light up through those roots, up into your heart. And breathing out. Again, look for somewhere in the body or the mind if there's still something there. If there's pain or tension or anxiety, breathe into that place. Transform it into red light. Breathe out. Send the red light down through the hands, through the feet, down into big roots growing out of those places, deep down into the earth to be recycled. And then breathing in beautiful, bright, white, healing light up through the roots, up into your heart. And out. And then one more time, breathing in, find any tension, any stress, any pain in the body or the mind. Transform it into red light. Breathe it out. Send it down through the roots, growing out of your hands, growing out of your feet, deep down into the earth. And breathing in, beautiful, bright, white, healing light up into the heart. And out. Lovely. Okay, that was your earth sequence. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to go into the dancer, the Lord of the Dance. I have shown you this a few weeks ago, a few lessons ago. I'll demonstrate it again. If you, as I said before, if you have balance issues, knee issues, osteoporosis, hip surgery, ankle issues, you're not going to get your feet off the floor. Okay, so when I show you this demo, you won't be lifting the feet off the floor. If you have any hernia issues or recent abdominal surgery, you're not going to be doing the big lifting up. Okay, or you're going to be doing it within your own limits here. Okay, so the full version of the dancer, you place your weight into your right foot, so breathing in. When you breathe out, place the weight into the right foot, place the right hand up, palm faced out in front of your heart, and then you allow your left hand to walk down your leg, grab onto your ankle, get yourself nice and steady, and then breathing in, push that bent knee down towards the floor, lift the other hand up, stretching the spine upwards and downwards, so it's very much a vertical stretch. And then when you feel nice and steady, go into the OK Mudra, or the Mudra of Wisdom, and then look up with just your eyes. Keep yourself nice and steady. And then breathing out, walk the hands down and release. That's the full version. Okay, you can definitely put your hand on a wall, so you can actually stand at the wall and have your hand right up against the wall and just lift your hand up higher when you're ready to go up. And of course, you can just have your hand a little bit of a distance from the wall, just as a security blanket in case you need it if you lose your balance. As I said, if there's any concerns about standing on one leg, as I said before, or any other concerns, please do just keep the feet on the floor and don't do that particular part of the movement. You can just do the movement with the hands. And if you can't grab your ankle, if you can't reach your ankle, please put a strap around the front and grab the strap behind. I don't have a strap with me, I do apologise. but that's what I would do. Yeah, actually I can show you using this. You don't really, it can be anything. It can be a sash, a scarf, doesn't really matter what you use. And place it in front of the ankle. And it is actually a bit trickier to do it this way, but if you can't reach your ankle, there's not much else you can do. And then lift up like that. So I'll show you from the side, lifting up in this direction like this. Yep. Okay, so let's have a go at the dancer. This is going to give us space for change, and it's also going to allow us to let go of that old stuff. Because we're having a 7 universal month, and because we're having all of this dynamic energy, particularly the Uranus going into Taurus, is causing this this need to let go and to be open to change. You really do need to be open to change over this this fortnight particularly. So standing back approximately into Tadasana. So breathing in. When you breathe out, put the weight into the right leg, bending the right knee. So you're utilising these nice big muscles here. Place the right hand up against the chest here. And then breathing in, allow the left hand to come down, grab the ankle. Get yourself nice and steady here, looking somewhere on the floor that's not moving. And then breathing in, push that left knee towards the floor, lift the right hand up. Keep the hips facing forwards. So you don't want the hips to come out like this. Hips facing forwards. Feel that big stretch through the spine, upwards to the sky and downwards to the earth. Go into the OK Mudra. Look up with just your eyes. Breathing naturally. And then breathing in and back down. Lovely. A little bit of a shake. Now, when people first start this, they do tend to find it a bit tricky to stand on one leg in that way, and looking up also takes the balance out. So it takes a little bit of practice to get it where you would like it. So breathing in, breathing out. Weight into the left leg, bending the left knee, so you're utilising this big muscle here, and spread out the left toes too if you're struggling to stand on one leg. Left hand up in front of the heart, pointing outwards, then breathing in, lifting up the right leg, placing the hand under the right ankle. Get yourself nice and steady, and then breathing in, push that right knee down towards the earth, lift the left hand up, stretching up, really enjoying that stretch. Feel like your spine is lifting up to the sky and down to the earth. You go into the OK Mudra and look up with just your eyes, engaging your Ajna chakra, so you can see the changes that you need to make. Be open to change, and then breathing in and out. Lovely. Okay, so we might, if you want to go through that again, I'd suggest just press rewind for a little bit and go through those ones again. I've got one more beautiful asana I would like to show you before we go into the deep relaxation. It'll take a few minutes to set up, so I would like to make sure we get through that in good time. So you're going to need some blankets or even a hard meditation pillow like this may work, but it is best to get some blankets. I've prepared some earlier, and these are yoga blankets. You notice that I've got them folded nice and neatly up against one side, and that's the side that I'll have facing my body. Okay, so place the hard, neat fold of the blankets up against where you're going to be laying down on the floor. Okay, it is fairly important to get that nice hard right angle with your blankets. Okay, we're going to be doing the supported inverted posture, and this brings an incredible amount of calm and stillness. It quietens you. It brings joy and happiness as well. Makes you feel quite complete and whole, and it's just beautiful to do. Particularly wonderful to do at the end of the day when you're you've been on your feet all day, you're just feeling a bit drained. This is really good just to let it all come out. So how do we do it? You come down onto the floor. There's not really any other way to do this. If you can't lay on the floor, you could do it on your bed and just put your feet up the wall and not actually do the supported bit. That would be my suggestion there. So you lay down and you actually, actually, I didn't quite do that correctly. You actually put your bottom on the folded bits first before you go down. So the bottom sits on the blankets, and then you bring yourself down to the floor. And what you're after here is your hips, so your waist is at the fold in the blanket. So just readjust yourself until your waist is sitting at the fold, wherever your waist happens to be. And then you just lift your feet up. And it's as simple as that. You might think, oh, that doesn't sound very comfortable. But you'll be surprised. It's actually quite comfortable. So hopefully you've got yourself, you definitely pause if you need to go get blankets and organise yourself. Excuse me. Then coming back whenever you're good to go. And just relaxing. You'll find that it's quite easy to leave those feet sitting up in the sky. Feel all of that tension just draining out of your body. Be open to the change, but also be prepared to be grounded. Feel yourself grounding down into the earth. Stabilizing, relaxing, coming to stillness. Breathing nice and deeply. You can breathe into your feet and breathe out. Just allow any tension that might be still in your feet to come down the legs, down through the base of the spine, into the blankets, out into the earth. Breathe in again to the lower legs. Breathe out, allow any tension just to sink down, be flushed out. Breathing in again to the knees. And breathe out, release any tension. Breathe in again to the thighs, the hamstrings, the upper legs. And breathing out. Feel like your arms are nice and heavy. Just releasing any tension. Just a few more breaths before we move away from this asana. Big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then to come out of the posture, you just gently roll yourself over to your right and let the legs and the feet just sort of flop off the blanket, supporting yourself here so you don't pull anything. And then gently coming up. And in fact, if you've got everything ready, you can just stay down there because we're actually going into our deep relaxation. So you're quite welcome to just stay put. And enjoy the deep relaxation. So if you've not just for the deep relaxation, you'll be laying flat on the floor if possible. If you can't lay on the floor, please do grab a chair and sit on the chair, but make sure that your feet have contact with the floor. So put a pillow underneath your feet if you don't quite reach there. And you'll be laying flat on the floor. Get a blankie if it's a little bit chilly, or a thin blanket, or even a sheet. It is good to have something over you so you sort of feel a little bit cocooned at that time. But it's totally up to you what you do there. Preferably nothing underneath your head. So if you've got any pigtails happening, try to pull them out. And no pillows. But if you know you're going to need something underneath your head, please do what you need there, like maybe a fairly flat folded up blanket, or a very flat pillow, a fairly flat pillow there. So yeah, just laying on your back. We'll start the deep relaxation. Closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And having your arms out by your side, palms faced up. Allow your spine just to have its natural curvature there. Tuck your chin in just a little bit so you have a lovely long neck. And just allowing your feet to flop out to the sides wherever they feel they'd like to go. You'll be laying here for around about 20 minutes. The deep relaxation is there not only to obviously deeply relax you. If you haven't done it before, you might not go quite so deeply. It takes a little bit of practice to allow your body just to settle. For those who have done it several times before, you'll find you go quite deeply, quite quickly. But it also allows the energy of what we just did in our yoga session to actually become a part of your being for the next few weeks, or at least the next week or so. Okay, so closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and moving your awareness down to your feet, and breathing in, squeezing the feet and the toes. Nice big squeeze. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, push the toes away from the body. Feel that lovely stretch in the front of the shins there. Apologise. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, push the toes up towards the head and the heels out away from the body. Big stretch in your calf muscles. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the knees. Breathing in, gently pushing the knees down in towards the floor. Feel your quads engaging to do this. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the buttocks. Breathing in, squeezing the buttocks. Feel like your hips are rising just a little bit up towards the sky. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness to the lower part of your back. Breathing in, gently pushing the lower part of your back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure between the lower back and the floor. Breathing out, release. Keep your awareness in your lower back. Breathing in again, gently pushing the lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness around to the front of your torso. Breathing in, squeezing your abdominal muscles down in towards the floor. Nice big squeeze. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness up to your chest. Breathing in, pushing your chest up towards the sky. At the same time, push the shoulder blades in towards each other, underneath the body. And breathing out, release. And then reversing that motion, breathing in, lifting the shoulders off the floor, pushing the chest down in towards the floor. Nice big stretch across the shoulder blades. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness across your shoulders and down your arms, all the way down to both of your hands. Breathing in, gently curling the fingers over to make a very soft fist with both hands. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, make a much stronger fist with both hands, lifting both arms just a few centimeters off the floor. Breathing out, releasing those fists and splaying those fingers out as far from each other as possible. Turn the palms in towards the body, down towards the earth and even a little bit further around. And then turn the arms back in towards the body and then up towards the sky, even a little bit beyond. And breathing out, releasing the arms and the hands back down to the floor, palms faced up. Move the awareness back up the arms, up to the neck. Breathing in, squeezing the neck. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness up to the chin and the jaw, the mouth and the tongue. And without making any sounds, imagine you're saying the letters A, E, I, O, U. Open the mouth really wide and do a lovely big yawn. And point the tongue up to the sky, across to the right, across to the left, around in a circle in one direction, and then around in the other direction. And place the tongue back in the mouth and engage the jaw. Allow the jaw to go around in one direction, and then around in the other direction. Then release the jaw and close the mouth. Make a frown and a smile at the same time. Push your eyebrows all the way down and lift up the corners of your mouth as high as you can. Big breath in. And breathing out. Release. Then looking all over your face for all the muscles you can find. Breathing in, squeezing all the facial muscles, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your cheeks, nose, mouth, chin and jaw. Big breath in. And breathing out. Release. Allow all the facial muscles to melt into the earth. Move your awareness to just behind the ears and all over the scalp. Imagining you can squeeze this area. Breathing in, giving it a lovely big squeeze. And breathing out. Release. And then make a request that you would like all the effects of fear to be cleansed and vacuumed from your body. Move your awareness to a beautiful celestial vacuum tube at the crown of your head. Request the speed you would like this tube to go at, slow, medium or fast. And then allow this vacuum tube to work its way into the crown of your head, cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from behind your eyes, your right ear, the back of your head, your left ear, into your sinus area, vacuuming down into your mouth, the left side of your jaw, the right side of your jaw, You can see all the darkness and blackness going up this vacuum tube and away to be recycled. Vacuuming down your throat, down into your right lung, vacuuming down your right arm, all the way down to your right hand and fingertips. Vacuuming back up your right arm into your right shoulder. Vacuuming across to your left shoulder. And vacuuming down your left arm into your left hand and fingertips. Vacuuming back up your left arm into your left lung. And vacuuming into your heart. And vacuuming into your stomach. And vacuuming into your pancreas, your spleen, your liver, your left kidney, your right kidney. Vacuuming down into your bowels, your lower pelvic organs, your left hip, your right hip. Vacuuming down your right leg through your right knee, all the way down to your right foot and toes. Then vacuuming back up your right leg into your right buttocks, across to your left buttocks. Vacuuming down your left leg through your left knee, all the way down to your left foot and toes. And then requesting that all the space that's now been created by cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from your body be filled up with beautiful, bright, white, healing light. And so the switch on the vacuum tube is reversed. And as you breathe in, this beautiful, bright, white, healing light enters your left toes, your left foot and ankle, your left lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left leg. The tube moves across to your right foot. You breathe in and the light enters your right toes, your right foot and ankle, your right lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles to all of your right leg. The tube moves down to the base of your pelvis. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your pelvic area, your middle torso, your upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your torso. The tube moves across to your right hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right fingertips, your right fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your right shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right arm. The tube moves across to your left hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your left fingertips, your left fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your left shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left arm. The tube moves down to the base of your spine. And as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters the base of your spine, works its way up through every single disc and vertebrae in your lumbar spine, up into your thoracic spine, your cervical spine, your neck, your head, and up into the crown of your head. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into your head, your neck, and your spine. Your whole body is now glistening and gleaming and sparkling with this beautiful bright white healing light. And you affirm to yourself, I am calm, I am still. The way forward is clear. I choose to let go. I am safe. All is well. I am calm. I am still. The way forward is clear. I choose to let go. I am safe. All is well. I am calm. I am still. The way forward is clear. I choose to let go. I am safe. All is well. And sit with that affirmation for a few moments. And then move your awareness to a space just above the crown of your head. A ball of beautiful golden light is hovering there just above the floor. You take a deep breath in and all of this beautiful golden light comes from the ball and works its way into the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, this beautiful golden light showers down your head, your neck, your spine, across your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands and fingertips. Showering down your torso, through your pelvis, showering down your legs, through your knees, showering all the way down to the very tips of your toes. Every single cell in your body has been re-energized, revitalized and rejuvenated by this beautiful golden light. And you start to notice what parts of your body are touching the floor. Your heels, your calves, your buttocks, your shoulders, the backs of your arms, the backs of your hands and the back of your head. And you start to wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. And very gently bring your knees up to your chest and give them a lovely hug with your arms. And gently sway your knees from side to side and around in a circle in one direction. and then around in the other direction. And then gently rolling over to your right side, resting your head on your right arm, and using this important moment to consolidate what we've done so far in this yoga class. We did the beautiful earth sequence, which brings hope and joy, and a responsibility for your own life, dream fulfillment. It also brings strength and inspiration, a sense of calmness and stillness and safeness, and personal acceptance through this rather tumultuous time, with very sudden radical shifts and revolutionary quantum jumps, sudden changes in your life. We also did the dancer, the Lord of the Dance, which enhances your concentration and happiness, brings clarity, new positive thoughts, the ability to prioritize, space for change, and the ability to let go, to make way for these new changes that are definitely coming with this energy that we're having at the moment, particularly in this 7 universal month where we can really let go and declutter our lives. We did the supported inverted posture, which also supported the idea of becoming very calm, quiet, peaceful, still, even with a still mind, joy and happiness again, and feeling of completeness and wholeness. And of course, our deep relaxation re-energized, revitalized, and rejuvenated our entire body, our entire mind in preparation for the rest of your day and for your week to come. And imagining yourself sitting in the upright position before you move, and keeping your eyes closed, gently lifting yourself up into a sitting position. And then rubbing your palms together to create a lovely warmth between your palms. And placing those nice warm palms over your closed eyes and allowing the eyes to open in that nice warm safe place. And gently tapping your forehead, your temples, your chin and jaw, back up to the top of your head, the back of your head, your shoulders, your chest, down the side of your body, thighs and knees, buttocks. And shake out the side. Breathing in, reaching up. And breathing out. Bit of a shoulder roll. That was your deep relaxation. Hope you enjoyed that one. Hopefully it allowed that beautiful calmness that and the groundedness that we were doing in the sequence and the asanas to sort of really settle into your body there. Okay, so now we're going to go into a little bit of pranayama, and then we'll do our earth meditation, which will also ground us and bring us to stillness and awareness, and make us very present, so that we can actually navigate this time of great change. Okay, so we're going to keep it fairly simple today, fairly basic. We're going to do the deep yogic breath. So we'll all just, even if you've not seen this before, you can just place your hand on your tummy, on your abdomen. Breathe in, but imagine you're filling up your tummy. So feel the tummy expand. Then fill up the chest, and then the upper chest. Pause, and then breathe out. Empty the tummy, the chest, and the upper chest. Pause. Then breathing in, fill up the tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and out. Empty the tummy, chest, upper chest, pause. Breathe in, fill up the tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and breathing out. Empty the tummy, chest, upper chest, pause. Breathe in, fill up the tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and empty the tummy, chest, and upper chest, pause. You can definitely do a little bit more of that if you feel like that's something you'd like to work on, just to really calm you down. The deep yogic breath is fantastic. If you feel like you're breathing shallow or you're just a bit tense, it's a great one to do. It's very simple. You can do it wherever you are. You don't have to put your hand on your tummy to do it. You could be doing it while you're driving if you can focus well enough there. Okay, so we'll just do a few of the alternate nostril breath here, probably around about 5 minutes. And if it becomes too much for you, please just go back to the deep yogic breath. So your right hand comes up, your middle finger goes right between your eyebrows, so on your third eye. Little finger up against your left nostril, and your thumb up against your right nostril, and your left hand comes in under there to support you. Checking that you are sitting up nice and upright here. If you need to sit on a chair, please do, but keep your back away from the chair. So don't lean up against the back of the chair. So sit sort of on the tip of the chair, and check that your feet are flat on the floor there, or put a pillow underneath your feet. I'll just switch over so I can do it with you. So I'm just going to use the other hand here. And then just check that you can breathe independently out of both nostrils. So block the nostrils and just check you're breathing okay through both of them. Get a tissue if you need to, just to sort of unblock that area. And if you have any concerns, just go back to your deep yogic breath that we were just doing. So we'll do this for close to 5 minutes, and then we'll go into our beautiful meditation to finish off. And this will prepare you for the meditation and definitely bring you to a place of alertness, balance and harmony, and you'll be using both sides of your brain, your left and right hemisphere of your brain, and it'll bring you to clarity, and it'll calm any anger or anxiety that you've been feeling. So it's a really good one to do. All right, so blocking off your left nostril, breathing in through the right nostril. Pause, switch fingers, breathe out through the left nostril. See if you can do this by filling up your tummy. Breathing in through the left nostril. Pause, switch fingers, out through the right. Pause, in through the right. Pause, switch fingers, out through the left. Pause, in through the left. Pause, switch fingers, out through the right. Pause, in through the right. Pause, switch fingers, out through the left. Pause, in through the left. Pause, switch fingers, out through the right. Pause, in through the right. Pause, switch fingers, out through the left. Pause, in through the left. Pause, switch fingers, out through the right. Pause, in through the right. Pause, switch fingers, out through the left. Pause, in through the left. Pause, switch fingers, out through the right. Pause, in through the right. Pause, switch fingers, out through the left. Pause. In through the left. Pause. Switch fingers. Out through the right. And just release that position. And we're going to go into our meditation now. And you might be feeling a little bit airy in the head there. Hopefully a lot clearer and more balanced. And this meditation will just go for about 10 minutes. Okay, so we're going to do the mudra of wisdom. So we're just going to have our thumbs and our pointer fingers touching. You can have palms faced up, palms face down, or bring the hands in so the backs of your pointer fingers are actually touching each other over any of your chakras there that feel comfortable. Okay, so we'll settle the body first, and then we'll do the earth meditation. So closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just gazing very softly at the floor if you prefer. Checking that your spine is nice and upright. If you're sitting on a chair, that you keep your back away from the back of the chair. And then breathing in, move your awareness to your toes, your feet, your ankles, your lower legs, your knees, your upper legs and your buttocks. And as you breathe out, allow your whole lower half of your body to sink down into the floor, deep down into the earth below. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your pelvis, your middle torso, upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. And as you breathe out, allow your whole torso to sink down into the sitting position. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your fingertips, your fingers, your palms, your wrists, your forearms, elbows, upper arms, and your shoulders. As you breathe out, allow your shoulders, arms and hands to sink down into the mudra. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your spine, your neck, your head and the crown of your head. As you breathe out, allow your head, neck and spine to sink down into the sitting position. Imagine yourself sitting on the beach, on the sand. It's early morning, it's nice and fresh, but you're comfortable. And the sun is rising up over the horizon. And the waves are changeable, they're crashing onto the shore. And there's no one else really around, it's quite early in the morning. And imagine roots growing out of the base of your spine, a nice big thick taproot growing out of the base of your spine down into the sand, deep, deep down into the earth below, 15, 20 meters down into the earth. And other small roots growing off the big taproot, deep into the earth in all directions. Imagine more smaller roots growing out of your buttocks, the back of your legs, your hamstrings, out of your knees. More roots growing out of your shins and your calves, your ankles, the fronts of your feet, the back of your feet, your toes. Hundreds and hundreds of smaller roots growing out of the base of your body, deep down into the earth, 10, 15, 20 meters down into the earth below you on this beautiful quiet beach. You can hear the waves crashing. You can see the sun starting to rise. You feel these roots, you feel very grounded, very steady, very peaceful, very safe. As you breathe in that beautiful sea air, everything starts to become clear. And you look inside your body and your mind for anything where there may be still a little bit of pain, anxiety, frustration, anger. And breathe into that place. Nice big breath in through the nose into that place. Transform it into red light. As you breathe out, send that red light down through the body, down through all of those roots, deep down into the earth to be recycled. And then breathe in beautiful, bright, white healing light through the roots back up into your heart. And breathing out, relax. Breathing again, searching anywhere in the body where you're feeling pain, tension, or in the mind where you're feeling anxiety, frustration, anger. Transform that into red light. As you breathe out, send that red light down through those roots, deep down into the earth to be recycled. Then breathing in beautiful, bright, white healing light up through the roots, up into the heart. And then release. And allow yourself to rest there in stillness for a few moments. You may like to do the breath again, or just focus on the ocean waves, the sand below your body, or what your fingers are doing, the pressure that you can feel on the buttocks and on your legs. Just relaxing and resting in that moment for a few moments. And then breathing in with your awareness to the crown of your head, your neck, your shoulders, arms, hands and fingertips, your upper torso and your pelvis, your middle torso. As you breathe out, allow your whole upper body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Breathe in again with your awareness to your buttocks, your upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. As you breathe out, allow your whole body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Have a sense of where your body is in the room. And very gently opening your eyes and releasing your mudra. And giving yourself a little bit of a tap if you need to, just to wake yourself back up. Just a bit of a shoulder roll, a bit of a shake, particularly if you're going to go out and negotiate traffic. I hope you enjoyed that meditation and the yoga class. I would love to hear your feedback or any constructive criticism if you have any ideas. This is obviously a work in progress, hopefully getting better every single time. And please do tell your friends, tell your workmates, anyone who you think might benefit from doing a regular yoga class, particularly if they're unable to actually get physically to a yoga class due to their schedule or constraints that they may have, financial constraints, or maybe they have little children or they're unable to travel very easily to a class. And I hope that you do find a way to navigate through these very big eruptive changes, sudden changes that may be coming your way over the next week or so, and you're able to be open to change and to letting go, and to experiencing something new, something fantastic. And I hope you do really enjoy your new moon in Taurus. And I look forward to seeing you again for our full moon in a few weeks' time. Until then, namaste. Thank you.